Good afternoon. It's Monday, April 27th. I'm Dr. Gary Pace, Lake County Public Health Officer, here with the coronavirus update. Priscilla Morales is going to do the Spanish version on a separate video, so you can catch it there. The numbers today, there's 44,000 cases in California, 1,700 deaths. They're still starting to have, we're still seeing increases in numbers and in deaths around the state, although in our area it seems to be slowing down. LA is having about half of the total number of cases and deaths in the state. In the United States, we've crossed over 50,000 deaths this year, and just to put it in context, people were always talking about how the flu deaths were much greater than the coronavirus deaths, and that's really not true anymore. A bad flu year, a really bad flu year, is 60,000 deaths throughout the season, and now we're getting close to that number already, and it's still moving along at pretty high numbers. So, and this was in a situation where we've completely slowed down social mobility and social contact, so it probably would have been an awful lot worse. So we're glad to see at least that we're having some ability to impact this thing. Lake County continues to have no new cases in the last week. We are continuing to do testing, and we're continuing to monitor everybody. All the patients that have been positive are doing fine, and all but one have been released from isolation. So the thing I want to talk about today is the orders from last week. We loosened the restrictions on social mobility just a little bit. People can go out on the lake and go in kayaks and canoes. They can't fish from them. They can fish from the shore, keeping social distancing, and then there's some other recreational activities that people can do. We were really concerned to see how crowded everything got over the weekend, and things looked pretty good. From all reports, people were really trying to keep the social distancing. We didn't see a whole influx of people coming in from out of the area. And so I think it was a pretty positive experience, and I think everybody should feel really good. It was successful. The plan is not to do any other changes for a couple more weeks, to see how it goes, to see how the cases, if we start seeing an increase in cases or an increase in infections, and also just to see how well people are able to maintain the social distancing and being particularly careful around this. So the order that's in place now expires next Monday, and my plan is to extend that for a couple of weeks, pretty much the way it is now. I think also the governor is doing a lot of work right now. He's making a lot of plans about how to move things forward and how to start opening up the economy. We cannot move faster than the state does. That's the rules. And we're kind of waiting to see how they are going to open, and then we can respond in a similar fashion, I think. So all in all, we're stabilized now in terms of the infections in our area. We are still seeing a rise in Sonoma County and in the Bay Area, but it seems to be manageable. And we've started to open the door just a little bit, and it seemed to go okay at this point. So we'll have to keep our eye on it for the next couple weeks and reevaluate. So thank you very much for all your cooperation, and we'll see you next time.